All right, episode 6 of Ask EJ. Here we goes. All right.
First question's from Daniel in Urbana, Ohio. How do I
Urbana?
Urbana, is that right? Am I right?
I don't know. You're telling me.
Okay.
How you spell it?
Urbana.
Could be.
Okay. Hopefully it's Urbana. We'll see. How do I encourage...
Let's say Nirvana. He's from Nirvana.
He's from Nirvana?
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
All right. Stop interrupting me. Ask the question.
Okay. So, how do I encourage my wife that her commitment to carry every day is awesome, but training is still necessary?
All right. All right. So I don't know. As far as encouragement, that tends to be, the type of person you're talking to and how to speak to your audience and that kind of stuff. I'll say this. To ask a question like that is proof of how much you care about that person. And that speaks more than anything you could buy, tangible products or anything like that. Because really what you're saying is, I love being with you. I love you, and I want to continue being with you, and I can't always be with you. So when we're apart, you have knowledge, skill, and ability to make it back to me. And I want to wake up in the same bed with you tomorrow as I did today. And that's what that training would hopefully give her. It's not about becoming level 17 prestige on Call of Duty, living out a fantasy. It's about what we have today and maintaining that and being together. Because in the end, that you don't take anything with you. You leave behind memories that people have of you and good times, and I want you to be around to have as many memories we can make as possible and have as many good times that we both can do and have together. I don't know how to say, this is the way, this is what you would say, and to encourage, you need to have this training. And no, I would love for you to have it so that if the day and the hour ever came upon you and you were forced to make some really, really tough physical, mental, and emotional decisions about your continued existence on this planet, that you would have what you need to make the right decision so that you could come back to me. Maybe that's a little deep. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of how I look at it. All right.
Tyler from Buffalo Grove, Illinois asks, if I have a Glock 19 Gen 4 and I'm looking for a reliable and inexpensive weapon light for it, do you have any recommendations?
Well, I would say, that I've been a TLR1 user, and they work really, really well for me. I mean, Surefire makes a good one as well. But the problem with those carrying concealed is that they're wider than the slide of the pistol, which inside the waistband makes it a little bit more difficult. It's kind of like your pistol's pregnant or something, and trying to get it up over that belt could make it a little bit difficult. So, at first I would say, yeah, I'm a TLR1, but then I don't carry it on my gun for concealed carry. I carry a Surefire flashlight, the hand one. I think it's an E2 something or other, E2D or E2E or something like that. Anyway, It's a thin one. It's an LED light, and it works really good. But at SHOT Show, I saw that Surefire XC1, I think it is, XC1. I might be wrong. But anyway, it's not supposed to be any wider than the pistol. So I've ordered one, and we'll see when it gets here what it looks like, and how it feels. I was a little bit hesitant at first because most holster manufacturers are slow to come out with a new holster that would fit a new light until the marketplace buys enough of those lights and there's enough demand for them to change their or modify their manufacturing process. I understand it's money to make holsters that maybe no one buys, but if if the marketplace has a strong enough demand, they'll make for it. So I'll make one for it. So I saw where I could get some inside the waistband holsters that would have that on there. So let me see. I mean, the thing is with that TLR1, you're talking 600 plus lumens, and that Surefire is like 200 lumens. I don't think it'll be a problem. I don't think 200 would be a problem. But I can't just say, oh yes, do this, because I haven't tried it. So I don't know. When I try it, I'll let you know. So, I mean, as it is right now, I don't carry a light on my concealed handgun because of that reason, of the light being wider than the slide. When I get it and I run it, I'll let you know. So, I wish I could answer that question, but I don't carry one because of that problem. All right.
Good to know. David Flores from Midland, Texas asks, I've had my CHL for just about a year now, and I carry every day Glock 27. I'm wanting to change my trigger out, but have been told it's not a good idea to modify your carry gun because of legal reasons if I ever have to fire my weapon in self-defense.
Okay. First of all, I'm not a lawyer, but I'll tell you that I do have a lawyer that explains that in detail in Lethal Force. You can get that with a Sheepdog Society membership, that and every other course I've ever done. And it's very, very, very in-depth. And I would just tell you to check that out, because I'm not a lawyer, and for me to sit here and give you legal advice, could put us both in a bad way. So, all right. If I can't answer that, let's move on to the next one.
Okay. David from Miami asks, what are your thoughts on XS big dot sights?
The Miami. What does Pitbull say that the area code for Miami is?
Isn't it 305?
Mr. 305, Mr.
Yeah.
Worldwide. I wish I could have thought of that when you said Miami, because it would have sounded better for me to say Mr. 305. But it's anticlimactic at this point. All right. XS big dots. What do I think about them? I would tell you that I carry them on my gun. But, I hate to say it, because they didn't give me the time of day at SHOT Show last year. I was trying to talk with them, and they totally blew me off. Now, it's going to sound like I'm all butthurt about it, but when I'm trying to talk to their director of marketing, and look, this is what I carry. I don't want to recommend products to somebody that I don't personally carry or personally use. Could we get some information, some material from you on sighting it in and the use of it and that kind of stuff that comes directly from you, not just somebody making it on their video and in their backyard, but from you guys, and then look at maybe working together. Like, oh yeah, we'll call you. They never called. I emailed them twice, and their girl they got up there working, the director of marketing, never emailed me back or nothing. There's, like when you're in SHOT Show and they're all like, you're talking to this person, and that person that you want to talk to is talking to somebody else, and we'll just come back and we'll talk to you, and they wouldn't. So sights are good. I mean, I carry XS big dots, but I'm gonna put something else on my Glock 43 and run it for a while and see if I like it any better. I wasn't asking for a sponsorship or anything like that. I wasn't asking for money or anything. You know, it was just, I wanted to talk with you and discuss with you about your product and see if there's a way that I could better communicate how much I like it, the effectiveness of it, to the people that watch my videos. And you're not going to email anybody back or call anybody back, so cool. Not a problem. Maybe I don't warrant it. I mean, I could believe it. My wife don't even call me back sometimes, so. Anyway, maybe I do sound butthurt about it, but I wish I could have talked with them a little bit more in detail about their product. But so that's what I carry right now. I do carry XS big dots on my primary, my backup, but I've started putting other sights on some of the guns that I use on the range and seeing if I like them as much. I don't think I answered that question. I mean, like, read the question again. I want to make sure I answered it, so I'm not talking in circles.
What are your thoughts on XS big dot sights?
Okay, then I didn't answer my thoughts on it. Okay.
You use them, but not the biggest fan of them.
I like the product. I just don't like the way that they blew me off at the, you know, oh yeah. Can you excuse me a minute? I got to go talk to this other person. And then you're just left standing alone in the booth. All right. I guess I'll meander on to another booth. But anyway, that's my thoughts. So that's 3 questions?
Yep.
Good. All right, don't forget to follow me on Snapchat. And then let's see what. Oh, you gotta give more questions, right? We need some more questions. So, are we getting questions?
We're getting questions. There's some that are just too broad or too hard to answer, and so that's why we got to kind of not use all the questions. But there's a lot of good questions here, but some we just can't use for various reasons.
Okay, yeah. Broad as in, what are your thoughts on riding a Pegasus, sliding down a pyramid, shooting at penguins? Do you head shoot them or gut shoot them? I don't know. The Pegasus and pyramid I was fine with, but now you're wanting to shoot penguins? Why?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, don't forget to check out the radio show. You can get it on iTunes or Google Play. You can also check out the website. Do you always have to say www? Like, we haven't gotten to a point in our society where we can just say...
Our website doesn't even have www when you go to it. You just type legallyconcealed.org, sheepdogsociety.org, and that's all that pops up.
Now I'm a moron. I should know that stuff. Does it really not have www on it?
No, but we do have HTTPS on everything, so our entire site's secure.
I'm already done.
Our site's secure. That's all I'm saying.
All right. So the ejowenshow.com, you can listen to them there, or you can download the podcasts on iTunes or Google Play. It's all free. You know, listen to your heart's content. That's where I talk more on, say, politics and family and man things, dad things, that kind of stuff. And then Snapchat is just completely stupid stuff. Completely stupid. Oh man, we were rolling in the studio yesterday. That was funny. Yeah, so check that out. And then have a great and safe holiday weekend coming up. And you know, we gained our independence, right? Independence from who? A tyrannical government that came over here and tried to take all your guns and your freedoms and live in your house and tell you what to do and tax your tea. You know, taxation without representation. Fought against all that. The key word there was we fought. You didn't picket. You didn't throw a bunch of likes up on a social media site. You didn't sit in a park and kick around a hacky sack and poop against trees and smoke weed. You fought for it. You may have to do the same to keep it eventually. So right now we can fight through our legislature. And if you don't like who your legislators are, vote them out of office and put somebody else in. That's how we institute change. All right. All right, we're done?
Done.
It's Friday, right?
It's Friday.
Cool. All right, well, as always, stay alert and practice often.